But how do you know when your soul is with you? How do you know you're connected to your soul and your spirit? See, the soul is very quiet. It's very peaceful. It's almost, and this is just an analogy because it sounds a little deprecating to use this, but I want you to be clear just on this analogy of how they work together. The soul is like a space, a resonance, a vibration. So imagine a room that is a space, and it's filled with oxygen. And your spirit is a flame, a fire, a light, and it needs the oxygen of soul to exist. Without oxygen, it dwindles and dies. So that's why Soul-utions, the feminine energy, the original energy, because I believe the goddess gave birth to God, that the feminine was the original energy. It's that way in the illusion. Fetuses within a woman are all female until the Y chromosome comes along, decides whether it's going to be male a couple months into the process. So the original energy is feminine. The original divine energy, the goddess energy, gives birth to God. But in a world of chauvinism that says, no, let's get rid of that feminine stuff, unfortunately, and again, for some of you that are born Christian, and there's nothing wrong with religion as long as you don't give your power away to it and you still think and feel for yourself. And realize, yes, Mother Mary gave birth to Jesus, if you want to, and the Holy Spirit is the true Trinity. It's not a father and son relationship. That's chauvinism at work in our world. And it has, how well is the system of religion doing in our world? All systems are starting to crumble because all the systems were built at a chauvinistic standards. And a newer, lighter, whole, balanced system of spirituality is emerging. And your spirituality is your personal and private relationship with the divine. Your spirituality is your personal and private relationship with God, Goddess. Your spirituality is your personal and private relationship with your soul and spirit. Your spirituality is your personal and private relationship with your imagination, with your creativity, your passion, with your feelings, and with your intuition. It is your relationship with your willpower. It is your relationship with your productivity and your compassion and your thinking and your logic and reason. That's your spirituality. Your anima and animus. And it's something you use every day of your life. It's not something you do once a week, go to the temple or the church and pray and hope for the best, sit there and try to write with those 2 dull pencils and those hard pews so nobody falls asleep. Your spirituality is a living, breathing part of you, and it's in crisis in our world. It's in crisis in our world. And the greatest obstacle is our ego. Our soul and spirit is our grace. It is our grace. It's what allows us to not struggle anymore. When either one of us, and there are people who value the feminine energy and qualities and judge and dismiss the masculine characteristics. Oh, don't think. Just go with your feelings. Just open your heart. Just go with your feelings. Be creative. But don't be productive. Don't, get up before noon. Don't do anything productive. But it's so we can elevate one or the other. But either way, we're out of balance and we will struggle. We will struggle. Your masculine and feminine energy are there to work together, and you need both to move beyond struggle. And it would be kind of like taking one arm and one leg and tying it behind your back and trying to get through life, hopping on one foot with one hand all day long. That's how most people have lived their lives. When they've judged themselves, their body, because I'm masculine, I'm a man, I only have masculine energy and I have no feminine energy, or vice versa, females that look, because I have breasts and I'm female, that means I don't have masculine energy. That's the illusion. That's the illusion. And to be wise is to look through the eyes of the soul and to realize, okay, now I know why people are so confused. And let me start to integrate and heal and change and call upon my intuition, my passion, my creativity. And it's so important to start with the feminine energy because that's where our world has damaged the most. Unfortunately, the chauvinism has repressed, devalued, denigrated the feminine energy. And the Me Too movement and all that's happening in the world is a sign and a whisper that this has got to change. And I'm so happy and excited about these changes that just have taken place in the last 5 years. It's a huge whisper and sign. We in the United States, I know there's people here from all over the world, but we now just for the first time in the positions of power have a female, a vice president female, the first time ever. And that's beautiful. It's again, the balance of masculine and feminine energy is what's going to open up to the vision of the new world.